Welcome back, friends. Let us see two more questions I have taken here from the very recent examinations of TCS. First, let us see the first question. How many 4-digit numbers contain the digit 2 in them? So I have to count all the 4-digit numbers where at least 1 2 can be there, or 2 2s may be there, 3 2s may be there, all the 4 also can be 2s. So instead of taking these conditions of 1 2 present in the number, 2 2s present in the number, let us see total how many 4-digit numbers are possible, and from them remove the 4-digit numbers where 2 is not at all present. So first, to find out how many 4-digit numbers are possible, if you remember the principle of counting that I have given, if you do not know the principle of counting, in our Lace Academy channel you can see the video where I have given meaning of aptitude and counting theory. So in that counting theory I have given the principle of counting. So 4-digit numbers, first digit we can take only 1 to 9. We have 9 cases. Here 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 10 cases. 9 into 10 into 10 into 10, total 9,000 4-digit numbers exist. From these 9,000 4-digit numbers, I have to remove all the numbers which do not have digit 2 in them. So without digit 2, if I have to create a 4-digit number, here 0 or 2 both cannot be there. So remaining 8 cases can be there. Here everywhere except 2, 0 to 9, out of 10 cases except 2, any 9 cases can be taken. So these are the total number of numbers which have no 2 in them. So which is 729 into 8. So if I remove this 729 into 8 from this 9,000, I will get all the numbers which have at least 1 2 in them. So that will be your answer. See how much you will get. So totally 3168 numbers are there of 4-digit which have 2 in them. So that's the question asked. So straightforwardly 9,000 4-digit numbers are there. Without any 2 in them, there are totally 5,832 numbers. So 3168 numbers have digit 2 in them which are 4-digited. Now let us see the next question given. There are 4 persons each rolling a die one time. That means it is equivalent to rolling a die 4 times. So the total number of possibilities in the denominator will be 6 power 4. What's the probability that at least 2 of them get the same number? Instead of taking at least 2 of them taking same number, which is 2 of them getting same number, 3 of them getting same number, 4 of them getting same number, if I can take the case where nobody gets the same number with anyone else, that means all the 4 get different numbers on their 4 die, and remove it from the total probability of 1, it will be my answer. So my answer will be 1 minus all getting different numbers. First, denominator of the probability is 6 power 4 because 4 dice are rolled, and all getting different numbers. First person can get any out of 6 numbers, second person should get the remaining 5, the next person should get remaining 4, and the next person should get any one of the remaining 3, because same number cannot be obtained by any 2 members. First person can get any of the 6 numbers on the die, second person any of the remaining 5, next one, this is without repetition all the cases. So this will be your answer. 6 will be get cancelled first. Here 12 is there, again 6 will get cancelled. So here 6 square, here 10 by 36, 10 by 36 means 5 by 18, 1 minus 5 by 18 becomes 13 by 18. So this is your probability asked. Go to the next question. Now let us see one more question here. 2 trains leave for Mumbai from Delhi at 6 a.m. and 6:45 a.m. with speeds of 100 km per hour and 136 km per hour respectively. How far from Delhi will they meet each other? Very straightforward question. When 2 objects are moving and they are not starting at the same time, the principle says always start your answer at the later object. So your answer starts at 6:45. By the time 6:45, second object was trying to start, first object already started at 6 o'clock and traveled for 45 minutes with a speed of 100 km per hour. So it travels 75 km. So the gap between them is 75 km, and now both of them start moving with a relative speed of 36 km per hour because they are traveling in same direction. So straightforwardly asking how much time first of all is needed to cover this 75 km in between them with this relative speed of 36 km per hour. So the time taken for them to meet is distance by speed. 75 kilometer of distance traveled by the first train by 36 kilometer per hour. This actually is 1 by 12 hours. That means the second train must travel 1 by 12 hours to reach the first train. So in this time, how much distance it travels will be the distance traveled by both of them when they meet each other. So 136 km per hour with 1 by 12 hours. In 2 hours, it travels 272 km. In 1 by 12 hour, 136 by 12. 136 by 12 is 11.33. So totally 283.3 km is the distance traveled by the second train by the time it reaches the first train. So that is the question asked. Nothing else. So frankly speaking, as I always say, don't take time unnecessarily too much, that you don't have time to have that breather. Breather are very important. Breathers are very important because when I take a deep breath and relax for at least 10 seconds, my stress level completely comes down, and then it gives me chance of answering the next question correctly, right? So with this, I will be winding up the first part of TCS NQT previous questions. I will meet you again with the second part of questions, where I will be getting 6 to 8 more questions from TCS NQT examinations. Thank you. All the best.